trial of Chicago's meatpacking industry against Upton Sinclair is coming to an end. We have heard through arguments from social context, rhetorical analysis, and genre analysis committee. Now we will hear arguments claiming the falsity of Upton Sinclair's novel, The Jungle. Opposing arguments claiming the truth of the novel and the industry's repulsive products and workers' conditions. Defense, please make your closing argument.
The lawyer's not here right now. I'm an intern. I guess that I could do it if you want.
Okay, take the floor.
Okay.
Neal and Reynolds were sent by President Theodore Roosevelt to inspect the meatpacking industry to verify the jungle. When they went, they were finding tripe that was dyed with chemicals and found meat that was fresh shoved from the floor into barrels. Neal and Reynolds prove his credibility by the Wiley Act. The claims on workers' conditions are true. For example, that they were working long hours and hard and fastly paced hours, and they received minuscule and unfairly paid, and working in poorly ventilated and disgustingly unsanitary conditions.
The jury will now take a recess to reach our final verdict.
I didn't know if you guys noticed, but I was really confused in what she was trying to say.
It's probably because she used passive voice instead of active voice.
What's that?
Well, passive voice is, an example of passive voice is right here. They were sent by the president. So instead of saying the president sent Neal and Reynolds, she said they were sent by the president. So it makes it more confusing. However, I was really confused by this sentence.
Well, the reason could have been because if you look at this sentence, you'll see that she used about 5 or 4 ands in here. There's one here, 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 here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 ands in one sentence.
And there.
And there, it's 5, which makes the whole sentence looks really choppy or sound really choppy. Also, if you look at these words, fastly, hard, receive, they're all in different tenses, which make the whole sentence unparalleled.
There you go.
We, the jury, find the defendant.
Wait! I object! What did you do? I, Miss Kairos, am the real lawyer. Please let me present my case.
But under the circumstances, we'll consider giving you another chance.
Neal and Reynolds inspected the meatpacking industry at the request of President Theodore Roosevelt to verify the accusations made in the jungle. They found not only tripe dyed with chemicals, but also fresh meat shoveled off the floor into barrels. Neal and Reynolds proved Sinclair's credibility by the Wiley Act. The claims on workers' conditions must be true. For example, they worked long, hard, fast-paced hours, received minuscule, unfair pay, and worked in poorly ventilated and disgustingly unsanitary conditions. When making your final decision, consider the social context of this situation. In the words of Jack London, remember, this book must go out in the face of the enemy. No capital publishing house would dare to publish it.
Kairos was way better in her rhetorical skills than Miss Gerard was. For example, Miss Kairos used active voice rather than passive voice when she said Neal and Reynolds inspected the meatpacking industry rather than saying they were sent, which made it more clear and understandable.
She also used really good parallel structure, so all the verbs were in the same tense. That made it a lot easier to understand too.
And her use of the correlative conjunction not only but also made her argument much clearer. Settled then, let's give our decision.
All right.
Ms. Kairos' reference to the Wiley Act was very informative, while her quote from Jack London was very persuasive. After reevaluating the evidence presented by Ms. Kairos, the jury has reached a verdict. In the case against Mr. Sinclair, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Thank God we won that case.
Yeah, I know. That was great.
No thanks to you. You need some style, some grammar style. Read this book. And by the way, you're fired.